What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey guys. What's up? It's your girl VT. Okay. What's up? What's up? It's your girl VT. If you don't follow Eric Thomas, then you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. But Eric Thomas is a motivational speaker, business owner, philanthropist, everything. Awesome. And I just came back from his conference. It was a 2-day conference in Atlanta, Georgia. Absolutely amazing, absolutely life-changing, absolutely, oh my God, amazing. And so over the next few months, I'm sure I'll be talking about this conference, even though they have another one coming up at the end of October that I will be going to again. Because it changed my life, and I'm just really excited. I got to see Monitra, one of my Notary to Notary students. I met her actually about a year ago, and she came to one of our conferences in North Carolina, and we just connected. She won the printer, and then I had another dinner in Atlanta, and she came out there. We went shopping, so that was really cool. We really connected. And I'm a regular person, guys. Like, I love, when I get a chance to I met in the airport. I met a young lady. She's awesome, but her friend is one of my students, and she had showed me the text message. They were just texting about, building a notary business, and she was saying, "Oh, this is the training I went to," and they're like really good friends. And I said, "Oh my gosh!" She said, "Oh my God!" And it was like the connections. But yeah, so Monique and I went to a wonderful restaurant out there. We got to spend some time with each other, which was really cool. She picked me from the airport. So Atlanta was great. Atlanta was awesome. I wish I had my notebook. I do. It's in there. I'm going to grab it, I think. So I can give you guys some things that I learned. But anyway, I just got back. It was amazing, phenomenal. Yeah, so let's hop into Notary to Notary. So now that I'm back, refreshed and ready to rock and roll, I actually have so much to do, like changes that I want to implement in Notary to Notary from the conference. Thank you so much for the congratulations on the Forbes 1000 list. And I was actually in the place with Pinky Cole. Is it Pinky Cole? Make sure I'm saying her name right. She is the owner of a vegan restaurant called Slutty Vegan, and she actually made the Forbes list too. I think it's Pinky Cole. I don't want to say it's wrong. I don't want to say her name wrong, but love her story. Her restaurant is growing. She has multiple locations, multimillionaire, I think she started like 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. And so she was there at the conference talking about it, but she was talking about like being a grizzly bear and like how you have to, like, you got to get it. Like, if you just sit, like, you can't just say, I want to start a business. You have to really put in that effort, really put in that focus, really put in that hard work. And so it was so many people there, lots of millionaires, multimillionaires, really successful. It's actually, one guy was talking about his friend is a billionaire. But it's just so much, and it was really good just to be around people who are successful. It's really important to mind your environment. One quote that I got from the conference was, environment is the silent hand that shapes your life. You may not believe it, but it's true. And I've been saying that for forever. You are who you hang around. And it's not just who you hang around, it's the culture of your city. So if you're like in a country area and it's really like slow moving, you may not be as productive as someone who lives like in New York or in DC or in Atlanta, right? And so your environment literally plays a part in what you do. And one of the speakers that was there lived in Tennessee, and he moved to California for that reason. He just said, and it literally was for a change of environment because he wanted to grow his business, and he did. And so that's why I say you have to take action on what you want, or you're just going to be at the mercy of the world, and the world doesn't really care about you. So not in terms of building $1 million business for you or making sure all your bills are paid, things like that. Okay. So let me check out the comments. This session right here, guys, is really going to be a Q&A. I'm going to open it up for you guys to ask questions. I feel like I'm just checking back in with you guys. I'll give you guys some updates of what's happening with Notary to Notary, and then you guys can ask questions of anything that you might be wondering about as far as building a notary business, okay? So first, let's go through your questions. Okay. Hey, Kim. Hey, Tia. Hey, Sandy, I hope I said your name right. Erica asked, when are you doing another discount for the training? You can use this promo code, I think. Let me make sure it's active. It may not be, but I can turn it on for you guys. Hold on a second. I'll check it for you really quick. But yeah, so I am like super motivated, super excited. Yeah, you can use promo code POWER to save 30% off our online training, okay? Tax financial management training is excellent and highly recommended. Yes, and it's almost time for tax season. Okay, I hope you guys are keeping good records because it's almost time to line up to pay the IRS. You guys ready for that? What do you have to do and how am I already a notary? So Robin asked, what do you have to do? So Robin, what I always tell everybody who's interested in building a notary business is to go to notarytonotary.com, sign up for the all-inclusive training. The all-inclusive training will give you a payment plan. You can split it into payments. Or if you need to, for financial reasons, you can just do the NSA, the notary signing agent training, and then add on the other pieces later, which is like the tax financial management and the RON training. And so once you go through that training, I literally walk you through everything. So from commissions, E&O to it's so much stuff in there, including training you to pass the NSA exam provided through the NNA. I give you a list of 50 companies to sign up with, tell you how to market them, things like that. There's also live trainings that I've done previously that you can go through and watch. And that's really good, guys. If you haven't watched the replay links, go watch them because those are like sessions like this, but like more from the course where I'm teaching from the course and people are asking questions. So there's some things that are in the live trainings that are in the course. And so that's why when I noticed that, I started putting those links into the course because it's like I can put together a course, but like you might have like a question about a deed or a power of attorney or something that I may not have put in the course, but I'm still teaching on it. And so that's something that you can still learn from. And so that's why I put those links in there too. Okay. All right, let's see. So notarytonotary.com, use promo code POWER. Okay, Robin, and that's going to save you on your registration for any of the online courses. Also, if you're already in the courses, but you're not seeing the money that you want to see, definitely to sign up for the one-on-one coaching. I will be happy to say that I have opened my schedule a little bit more, so that way now I have more coaching students. So if you are in the coaching program, when you go in there now, you should see, because before I was compared to Angel. Angel was killing the coachings, and so I structured. No, I told you guys I'm restructuring notary to notary, and so I really want to get back into coaching more. And so when our coaching program first started, I was the only coach. Okay, and it got to where I could be doing between like 5 and 10 coachings all day. And it was just too much for me to do it myself. And so I had to bring on Angel and the 2 other coaches I brought on too to help me with that load. And so I kind of got burnt out coaching. So I said, hold on a second. And now like I opened it up for a few. Like I would just have a few that I cycled through, people who were just requesting me. And then now my schedule, I opened it back up. So if you go in there, you'll see, some people are already, I don't know if it tells you that you got me when you pick it, but you just pick it and it like goes one angel, one me, one angel, one me. And so I am going to be doing more of the coachings again. So that's really good. And so the one-on-one coaching program is $179 a month. And that's where we look at your business and we help you, whether it's, figuring out what you are growing, like, trying to get clientele, NSA training, loan doc training, whatever it is, even if it's just self-confidence. We definitely just work with you all the way around the board to help you fine tune. A lot of people who say, well, I get this all the time from new coaching students. They say, well, I've done everything and I'm not making money. I promise you haven't done everything if you're not making money. And so that's why I said get in the coaching program so I can help you. Okay, so that's what that's for. So if you need help, one-on-one coaching is where you need to be. I just left from my coaching program with Eric Thomas. I actually was a member of his Breathe University. I have like 2 coaches. I have two two coaching programs and two coaches. I highly recommend investing in coaching. And actually, from the conference, he was actually talking about having a coach for every area of your life. And that's something that I had not done, but I heard before plenty of times and I haven't implemented it. So that's something that I'm doing personally. If you want to do that too, I highly recommend it. And so that's like a fitness coach, a family coach, like a marriage, like a marriage family coach. You might need a life coach. So you need to talk about the things that went through in your life, like different traumas. A wealth manager or a wealth coach or a financial advisor. That could be something that you need. A business coach. So just think about all different areas of your life, and you can get a coach in those areas. And it doesn't have to be like go out and get a coach. It could be, like a personal trainer is like a coach. But let's say you want to, start eating healthier. You may just, talk to your doctor, or maybe you find a nutritionist, or, maybe you follow somebody on social media who talks about healthy eating. Whatever that it is you find someone who's more successful in the area that you want to be successful in, and then you listen to them. And so that's the quickest way to grow in any area. So like a lot of you guys, let's say you want to be a notary, and I wanted to be a notary in 2014. I did it by myself. It took me almost 2 years to quit my full-time job. Okay. I have people in the program who quit their full-time job in 2 months. Okay. But that's because so the difference between what they had and what I had is that I didn't have a coach. I didn't have anybody to help me. I didn't take any courses. Like I made a lot of mistakes along the way. Okay. And so what they have is someone who's been through the whole thing, who can shorten that time frame dramatically to make it so it doesn't take 2 years for you to quit your full-time job. You can do it in 2 to 3 months, right? And so that's why coaches are really, really important. A lot of us, we don't really understand the importance of having a coach, of investing in ourselves. And that's just something that you just have to learn and accept to be true, that you do need someone to invest in. You need someone to guide you. Okay. Otherwise, it's going to take you a lot longer to get to where you want to get to in life. And y'all know I said it yesterday on Instagram that bus does not stop moving. How many of you guys were on the Instagram yesterday when I was talking about that bus? Do you remember the bus I was talking about on Instagram? Put bus in the comments if you said, oh, I remember that bus, honey. Listen, I hope you guys did not forget. Did you remember the bus that I was talking about? The bus is when you're born, you get put on a bus, okay? And you have a bus driver. And that bus driver drives you through infanthood, kindergarten, second grade, fifth grade, middle school, puberty, high school, peer pressure, college, and that madness, okay? Marriage, your first real career. That he keeps driving you through, your children, and when you become an empty nester, when you're living in retirement. But eventually that bus driver is going to stop and he's going to say, okay, get off the bus. You're done. You've done your journey here. And a lot of us, we don't think that. We think that, oh, I have all the time in the world, but you don't. And the piece about that bus driver is that bus driver is going to drive regardless. So it doesn't matter if you don't feel like it today, if you're having a bad day, if you're, you stressed out, you got COVID. It doesn't matter if someone died in your family. It doesn't matter if there's a hurricane. It doesn't matter if you got to file bankruptcy. It doesn't matter if you got fired from your job. It doesn't matter if you're scared today. It doesn't matter if you got into a fight today. It doesn't matter if you got arrested today. Guess what? That bus driver's name is time. Okay. Time stops for no one. It doesn't matter what you're doing. It doesn't matter if you woke up today and you didn't feel good. Guess what? He gonna keep driving. Okay. It doesn't matter if you woke up today and you had an attitude, or if you woke up today and you feel like procrastinating, or you just don't feel like it. You say, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. The bus driver doesn't stop and say, okay, we'll wait till tomorrow and make the time stop. We'll stop for today and run your time tomorrow. No, the bus driver just looks at you and say, okay, we wasting today. Okay, well, I'm still driving. And eventually he's gonna stop and he's gonna say, okay, get off the bus. We're done here. Okay. And so just remember that time stops for no one. It doesn't matter if you say, I need a break today. You could take a break, but your time is still going. It reminds me of this right here. Okay. Guess what? This sand is going to keep pouring out of here. It doesn't matter if I start crying. It doesn't matter if there's an earthquake. It doesn't matter if I'm stressed out. It doesn't matter if I feel like procrastinating. It doesn't matter if I get in an argument with my spouse. It doesn't matter if my kids are bothering me. They're running through the house like crazy people. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The time is going to keep going. And so you got to remember that. I think a lot of times we just feel like we have so much time. But guess what? This could be your life right now. You don't know how much time you have left. It could be like this. It could be like this. This could be your hourglass. Are you ready? Are your kids ready? But you lollygagging, but you have all the time in the world, but you scared to call title companies. But you scared. You don't have time to be scared. You don't have time to be scared. What you scared? You look at this. You don't have time to be scared. You don't have time to procrastinate. You don't have time to not feel like it. I'm going to tell y'all the honest truth. This is so serious. So I got off my flight today and it was delayed. Oh my gosh, stress. Look, listen, I got my flight today at 2 o'clock. Had to wait for like 30 minutes to get my bags. I don't know what they were doing, but it's cool. No shade. And drove here, picked my kids up, had to take them. Well, they were at Jumpology. They didn't want to leave. So I had to hang out in there for a little bit so they could play and did some work. Drove here, cooked dinner, came upstairs just now. And I said, I'm going to take a nap. But guess why I didn't take a nap? So this guy named Jesse Itzler, he spoke at the conference and he was talking about time. And he was the one who gave me that bus analogy. And he does something where he writes the days that he feels like he has left. And I'll talk about that later on his hand. Can y'all see that I still kind of have that on my hand, my days? And I saw that seriously when I was getting in the bed. And I was like, Vanessa, go get on this live and get it done. And I was like, but I'm tired. And I seriously said to myself, you don't get this day over. Your bus driver is still driving. What are you going to do? You want to go to sleep? Because when you wake up, it's probably going to be 9 or 10 o'clock and you're not going to get on the live. Or you can suck it up. Go do your live. Go do what you need to do. Go connect with your people. Go educate. Do your work. And then take a nap. But the only reason why I did it because I realized that my bus driver is still driving. It doesn't matter that I'm tired because my bus driver is still driving. It doesn't matter that I've been out all day, that I was flying, that I had too long. Like those conferences was all day. I was exhausted. It doesn't matter. My bus driver is still driving. And so, yeah, that's why I'm here because I am consciously aware of my mortality. And I think when people become consciously aware of their mortality, they stop wasting time. A lot of times we don't have to think about that because we take it in a negative space, but it's not that. It's that when you realize how much time you may have, the average person in America lives to be about 87 years old, 78 years old, 78. Okay. So how much time do you feel like you have? Now, granted, for me, I'm living to be 100, but still, even living to be 100, that leaves me with like 70 more summers. I have 70 more summers. I love summer. Summer's my favorite. Like, you know what I mean? And so, like, he gave me a perfect example. I'm going to share with you guys. He was saying that this guy, like, how many of you guys, I'm going to give you a perfect example because I'm going to do what he did to me. So that way we could get into this vibe real quick. How many of you guys have a parent, just one person? How many of you guys have parents who live out of your state? Okay. Who live out of your state? Okay. Put in the chat how many times you see your parents every year. Okay. So I want you to put how many times you see your parents and then how old they are. How many times you see your parents each year and how old they are. If your parents don't live in the same state as you. How many times do you see your parents? And I want you to put how old they are. And I'm going to show you something. And you can apply this principle to everything. And that's how I've been looking at stuff. And that's how I'm able to, how I was able to force myself to get up. Okay. And that wasn't the only thing that I did today that I forced myself to do, but it's a mental thing. It goes back to empire, but we talk about the story you tell yourself. We may tell ourselves we have all the time in the world, right? We might tell them we have all the time in the world, but you don't. Okay. So like Carissa says, I see her once or twice a year. How old is your parents, your mom, Carissa? How old is your mom, Carissa? That's the first one that I saw. Carissa, tell me how old your mom is. I'm going to show you something, okay? How can I help? I'm on a live, babe. Okay, go ahead. You go get it. It's on the table. Okay, she's 60. So let's say that she lives to be 78. Okay, that's 18 years, right? So she's 60. Let's say she lives to be 78. We hope she lives way longer than that, okay? Hold on, because I'm tired. That's why I'm doing this math. Y'all don't judge me. What's that? That's 18 years, right? I told you I was tired. You might feel like you have 18 years, right? But you don't have 18 years. You have 36 visits. You get to see her 36 more times. In your mind, you might feel like I have 18 years if she lives to be the average age. But really, if you only see her twice a year, you get to see her 36 more times. Doesn't that sound different when you look at it that way? You get to see your mother 36 more times. Not I have her for 18 more years. And so if you could think about that, and like some 7 cities mobile notary services, I see at least once, and they're 68. So let's say they do live to be about 10 more years. You're going to see your dad 10 more times. Not 10 years, but 10 more times. And so when you think about time in a different way, it's like, hold on, it's different. Like, so you say, I see my mom once a year. She's 65. So she might live to be about 10 more years. Hopefully she lives to be 40. So you might say, well, I have like 10 more years with my mom. No, you can see her 10 more times. You can see her 10 more times. But it's how you think about it. If you knew you were only going to see her 10 more times, would you see her more than what you're doing now? Right? But when you think about 10 years, you think, oh, that's a long time. Not when you're only going once a year. Now it's not a long time. And so you have to think about time that way, and so I feel like now, like, I don't have time to be afraid. Like, there's things that I want to do, y'all, that I have been, procrastinating on because I was nervous or I was scared. But it's like, I don't have time to be scared. I don't have time to be scared. One, I have children, right? So I want to make sure if something that happens to me, God forbid, I want them to be set, right? I don't have time to be scared, because I don't know how much time I have left in my glass. I don't know when my bus driver is going to stop and say, okay, this is it. This is the end of your trip. Thank you for riding Greyhound, right? And so you don't have time to be scared. If you've never heard of Jesse Itzler, check him out. He was at the conference this weekend, and he definitely changed my life, changed my perspective on time and on what I do. And he also was talking about creating your own opportunity. You don't have to ask for a seat at the table, build your own table. Listen, but he did this funny thing, but some of us are so scared to do it. So he was trying to get into this TED conference. I'm gonna hit your questions, I promise. He was trying to get into this TED conference, and it was like a 2 or 3 day conference, and he didn't have a ticket. He was trying to talk to the bouncer to let him in. They wouldn't let him in. But all the topic people that were talking had assistants, and all the assistants were going across the street to the coffee shop. And so the next morning, he went to the coffee shop and he bought all the muffins. He bought all the muffins at the coffee shop, right? And he sat there. And when the assistants started coming in, and they were ordering, the coffee and on the muffins, they were like, oh, we're out of muffins. And then Jesse would sit there and say, oh, I have a muffin. And that's how he was able to connect with all those assistants and then get into the TED Talk, right? But some of y'all would not even do that. Like, the thought might pass your mind, or maybe some of y'all are not even creative. Like, you're not even thinking creatively, like, enough to make your own way. As soon as you hear no, you're like, oh, that's it. No just means they're not ready to say yes yet. That doesn't mean it's no. And so, like, in his mind, he was like, I'm just going to create my own situation. Like, we're just going to do this, right? Like, you have to, be bold. And so one of the things from the conference was, I can, I will, I must be demanding. Okay. And so stop just taking anything that life gives you, but actually decide what you want and go get it. If someone tells you no, that just means they're not ready to say yes yet. Try somebody else and come back, or try a different approach and come back. Like, just don't give on yourself so easy. Don't be so willing to accept, whatever life gives you. Like, if you want something, go get it. If you want something, go get it. For real. All right, I put the promo on there for Erica. Let me go back to the comments because I kind of went on a tangent. What do you have to do? I talked to Robin. Hey, Betsy, glad to hear you had a productive time in Georgia. I absolutely did. Does your training go over how to LLC your business? Yes, for the most. Like, we talk about it, like, in there. Larry, you signed up for coaching. You have me on the day you signed up. I remember I plugged you into my schedule today. Depends on your state. So all you do is just put in the state corporate commission for your state and go to the LLC tab and just get your LLC that way. It's really not hard. If you need help, we could talk about it in your coaching session. Can you speak about the importance of having a corporate resolution book for business? Y'all know I don't ever lie. I don't ever pretend to know something that I don't know. So I'm gonna be 100% honest. I'm not sure what you're talking about. So I can look it up really quick. The importance of having a corporate resolution book for business. So let's see what you're talking about. If I knew, I would tell you. I honestly don't know what that is. But that's okay. I never said I know everything. But guess what? I'm gonna find out. Do you know what else I learned during the conference? What is a corporate resolution book? Let's find out. A corporate resolution book formally documents the decision of the corporation's board of directors. The resolution during a board meeting. All states require corporations to use corporate. Oh, okay. Well, that's just a nice way to say how you're going to dissolve the company. Right. All states require corporations to use corporate resolutions to record important business decisions. Okay. They just put a pretty word on it. The word votes on resolutions during. Oh, okay. No. The board votes on resolutions during a board meeting. So just basically how you're going to make decisions in your company. I guess it depends. For me, I think it would depend on the kind of company you have, and it also would depend on the small company, large company. When you have a small company, you don't need that right out the gate unless you're doing it with someone. Yeah, I'm gonna put a pin in that one, but I'll find out and come back to you. How much E&O insurance do you suggest a signing agent should have? Your statement or more. So go with your state with the NA has a really good tool that tells you how much you should have. But you can also get more. It looks like right now industry is moving more towards 100K, but you don't have to have that. There's some people who still get work with 25K. Just depends on your state. But yeah, I would just go by the NNA's guide right now. And what happens is if someone wants to work with you, but you don't have enough insurance, they'll let you know and you can just upgrade it. So how do you sign up for signing services? Do you send them an email? So we have a list, Lisa, in the notary signing agent company of 50, in this notary signing agent training of 50 companies. When you join the coaching program, you get a list of 100 companies. And I tell you guys that you go to their website. Some of them have an online application. Some of them use SnapDocs and signing order. And then if you don't see that on their way to apply with them directly, then you can always just email them or call them and they'll let you know how to onboard with them. I have my one-on-one today with Angel and he is awesome. Awesome, Charlotte. So Charlotte's in the coaching program. Awesome sauce. Are you available after 5 p.m. on Friday? So this is the thing. Being 100% transparent, it's really hard for me to commit to doing coachings after 5. So our schedule is between 9 and 5. If you want something in the evening, and I previously tried to do that, but transparency, I do have young kids, and usually around that time we're getting ready for dinner and showers and stuff like that. And so I sometimes, like today, I could have done a coaching because everything ran really smooth today, but it's not always like that. And when I first started doing coachings, I was allowing people who had those schedules to go ahead and get me in the evening, but it was just too much. And I felt bad because I was canceling on people, and they'd be like, "Oh, you canceled on me," and it's like, I was trying to accommodate, but I did. So, for the sake of not going down that road again, I am not going to commit to do. Angel does have more flexibility with coaching than I do. Yeah. I can try, but it's just no guarantee. And then I was even trying to accommodate people to do on the weekends, and I was having the same issue. Sometimes it worked, but it just depends. It just depends because weekends are different too. Y'all know if y'all have small children, it's just sometimes on Saturdays it's sports, and all the sports are about to start again, and so it's just like, but yeah, so it's just a little bit more difficult for me. But if you are looking for that, I would ask Angel. Yeah, and we'll just start from there. Is it possible to make at least 60K or more? Then is it possible to make at least 60K or more if I focus on notarizing SnapDocs, in your opinion? Is it possible? Anything is possible. But let me see your question. To make 60K a year if you focus on notarizing SnapDocs. So I think the major piece that you're missing with this question is Notarize is e-notary. So yes, you can focus on Notarize. SnapDocs is just a technology platform. And I think just focusing on SnapDocs is going to limit what you're able to bring in. A lot of people, how many of you guys registered with SnapDocs and were completely approved and didn't get a text from them for like 6 months? SnapDocs is not, once you start getting work from them, it's pretty consistent, but sometimes you don't. And so that's like putting all your eggs in one basket. I would not put all my eggs in one basket when it comes to that. You might say, well, it's 2 baskets. It's just, that's not how I would do it. I would register with several companies and then they do the whole list that we give you. And what's going to happen over time is that you're going to get your regulars. And that list of 50, you may only work with like 10 or 5, but in the beginning, you do have to throw a wide net, build some consistency, and then you'll get your regulars. Okay. But I wouldn't put all my eggs in just one basket. This is just me personally. It's not something that I would do, but from my experience. Okay. Do you need a certificate from a test for notary? So it depends on your state. Some states do require notaries to take exams. What those exams are is basically testing your knowledge of your state specific law, notarial law. Okay, so like for example, in Nevada, notaries can do weddings. We can't do them in Virginia. So laws differ for notaries depending on what state they're in. So you do, some states, it's very few have exams that you would take a test for. The rest of them don't have exams. You just like a background check to be commissioned. How do we offer the I-9 services? I'm not really clear. I know where the numbers go and all that because I work for H&R Block since the 90s, but my mom was working there too. But as a notary, I don't kind of get the service we're offering. So this is the thing. With I-9s, you're typically not notarizing them. It's just that, okay, so there are certain things that people call notaries for, and you're not actually conducting notary work. People view notaries as, which is true because you have to pass a background check. So they view you as secure and moral and like, what's a word I'm looking for? But they'll call you to do certain things that's not necessarily notarization because you're commissioned through the state. You're supposed to be an upstanding person, and so they'll ask you to do things like that to verify identity, which is what you do on a regular anyway. You verify identity, but it's not to be notarized. It's just like, oh, I saw this person's document or whatever the case is. Like I saw their IDs and things like that. Some of them you do online, and it's basically it. It just depends on the company that's asking you to do it. I'm in the coaching program and took the courses as well. How do I get to speak with you directly? So the best way, so it's 2 ways. Okay. I don't know if you guys got the new coaching email that we just did. It started going out to new coaching students. It has 2 phone numbers on it. I think only like 4 or 5 people got that new one because it had to be new registrations. Typically you would call that number. There's 2 numbers on there. One number goes to me, one number goes to Angel. I added Angel on there because I wasn't always being able to answer every single phone call and every single text message, but I would just call that number. So right now, yeah, I was like, where's my phone? As I see one, it's in the room. So you could call that number. And typically I do answer from like 9 to 6. You can call after that. It's just, sometimes I answer. I have some people call me at 9 and 10 o'clock. If I'm up and I can't answer, I will. If you call and I don't answer, then you can just shoot me a text. And I'm pretty good, got a lot better about responding to text messages. But that's why I brought Angel on to help because there was a lot of people calling and texting. And so there's both those numbers you can use to call and text. Okay. But yeah, so if you want to call, I would definitely say tomorrow would be good. Let me see. Because I don't think my morning is really, I have a chiropractor appointment tomorrow at 10 o'clock. But outside of that, then I'm pretty good. So I'm pretty flexible. You can call me tonight if you want to. When I get off the live, Nicole, you can call me. I told you I was going to take a nap, but I will stay up for you. So don't wait. Don't wait and don't delay. Okay. When I say happy signing and I get off, call me. I'm going to give you like 5 minutes because if you wait to 10 minutes, I might be asleep. Okay. But you can call me when I get off the live. That's fine. And the phone number is on your welcome email that you got when you registered. Okay. I've scheduled my coaching session for 10/4. How can I request you? Larry, you already have me, honey bun. It is already assigned to me. I got the email today. So you already have me. I most definitely needed to hear that. No time for procrastination. Watching you and finally completing my EIN. Tia, I'm going to get you because that EIN application takes 2 minutes. You should have had that done. I'm going to get you, but I'm glad you're doing it now, honey bun. I wish I did the coaching that I got Vanessa because it was because of her that I took the leap and started my mobile notary business. Awesome. I love it. What is the guy's name from the conference that gave you the analogy? Jesse Itzler. I'll put it in the comments for you. Jesse Itzler. He is awesome. Like his story is amazing. I put in the comments for you. I'm making sure. Thank you so much. I'm making sure I don't miss anybody's comments, guys. So bear with me for a minute. You see your mom every day. I do pretty much too. I see my mom probably like every couple of days, but I don't see my dad as often. I think I see my dad about once a year. So I'm gonna have to fix that ASAP. Once or twice, but more like once because he's in New York. I gotta do better with that. Let's see. That's why I started my mobile notary business. That's my table. I like it. So I just posted Jesse's name in the chat. How long did it take y'all to get your first signing? So my story is kind of different. So you probably heard my story. I wasn't looking for signings when I got my first signing. I was just a notary, just doing general notary work. And I had a company call me. And so I knew nothing about being a loan signing agent. I was just doing general notary work. But I was making good money doing general notary work. I've asked you before, can you talk a little bit about things you already had in place to help your business blow up during the pandemic? So my notary business did not necessarily blow up during the pandemic. My notary business has always been good prior to the pandemic. But I can tell you the things that I did, and it's all the things that I say to do in my training. I sign up with signing companies, I call title companies, I market, I follow up, I build relationships. I do my Google business page. I update my Google business page. I get reviews my Google business page. I respond to those reviews. I network, I build my business. And so those are the things that I've always done. Not so much in 2014. In 2014, I just had Google business and business cards. And I was marketing. I remember at one point I was marketing heavily to nursing facilities. I was going to every single nursing facility, every single hospital several times, like over and over again. I used to get all the power of attorneys. Y'all don't understand. I was the POA queen, okay? And I was charging anywhere between $50 and $100 each pop, okay? And it just depended on where the location was, and sometimes more than that. I remember I did one. I only did one. I've only ever done one. It was an adoption at a hospital, and I got paid $400 to do that. And it was just because of the amount of pages that needed to be notarized for the adoption. But I never forgot that. I was like, man, I need more of these. But I downloaded a template for my state on the website. Okay. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel and join. There is a membership. And you guys know October 1st is rolling around. October 1st comes around. We do give out a new one member of the month will get a special prize. And I think I have more Amazon Echoes over there. Amazon Echoes or Amazon shows. I gotta look and see what's over there. I might just find something new to give out too. But make sure you guys join the YouTube channel as well. Let's see. When you're doing general notary work, can you set up a spot like a yard sale to attract new clients? So I'll never tell you not to try something because who knows what will work. I personally wouldn't do that only because it's not like people are just walking around with documents to be notarized. Usually when someone needs a document notarized, it's sporadic and spur of the moment, and they usually go find them now. It's not like, it's not the same as maybe someone looking for like a table or like a printer or something like that. It's usually sporadic. And so for that reason, I would say instead of setting up a table like a yard sale, I would set up your Google business page, which would serve the same function. When they need someone, they call you. And so you just show up. And so I would recommend doing that. What general notary training you suggest for a notary? The beginning of the notary signing agent training has general notary work training. So still the notary signing agent training has that general notary work training in the beginning. Not on Fridays for Angel right now either. Oh, okay. Yeah. Tia, why you doing this to me? I'm gonna see what I can do. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see if I can get you on Friday. I'm gonna see what I can do. I'm not making no promises because I don't want you to fuss at me. Do you have a tax consultant? I absolutely do. And he did the tax financial management course with me that's available at notary2notary.com. And his contact information is in there as well. Do you need classes for certification? For the NNA certification, there is there's an exam. I teach you how to pass the exam, and you're going to take it every year. Okay, take the exam every year. You just need the training once. And the training is in the notary signing agent training at notary2notary.com. Stacy, it's okay you're late. You still showed up to the party, baby, so it's all good. What is a success for those who work full time? What do you mean? Is that for me? Is that for students? I mean, for everyone else. What is a success for those who work full time? I don't know what you're asking me. Is it for me? Is it for them? I think I have to sneeze, y'all. I can feel it, but it's not coming out. So just y'all bear with me. You ever feel you guys sneeze? It's like tickling. It's like, come on, but it's just not. It's annoying. If you're in California, you need to pass a test. Yes. Would you suggest to have a certification, even if you're already familiar with the loan documents and it's not required to be in your state certified? Yes, I would. Reason being, there's a lot of signing companies and title companies who will not work with you if you don't have the NNA certification. Are there notaries out there who work without the NNA certification? Absolutely. I have a friend of mine who does loan closings, but he doesn't work with certain companies because certain companies want you to have that NNA cert. So it's like, let's say there's 100 companies, which there's way more than 100. Let's say it's a 50-50 split. 50 say we want this, 50 say we don't. You can work with those 50 who say they don't, but you could work with all 100 if you wanted to too. It is up to you and what works for you. You know, I always tell you guys the NA certification is not required, but it's highly recommended. It is required to be on SnapDocs, and it is required for a few other companies. But there are companies out there. When I first got my first loan signing, I was not NA certified. I told you guys, somebody just randomly called me and said, hey, do a loan closing. And I was like, what's a loan closing? But I was like, okay, I can do it. 206, I'll give you $80. Say less. I'm on the way. But I didn't have my NA certification then. I went and got it shortly after because I would start looking into the industry so I can get into it. But I didn't have the certification. Do you have any information on how to get your title producers? So it depends on your state. You don't need it in every state. You don't need it in Virginia. If you want to get it, you can. It is highly recommended to have it in Maryland. I know some people in Maryland who are doing without them, but apparently Maryland's like cracking down on them. They want you to have it depending on the loan that you're closing. So if you're in Maryland, you should just go ahead and get it and avoid that, drama. But in Virginia, you don't have to have it. It's up to you. It's optional. But if you do get it, you can actually collect funds at the table. So we'll talk about that in the training, but it's up to you. But you do get it through your title producers agency for your state. Okay. Would love to work with you and obtain your guidance. Plus, I need help establishing general notary. What's GMB in the state of New Jersey? So definitely go to notary2notary.com and you can either sign up for the notary signing agent training or the one-on-one coaching. I highly recommend you guys do the training first before you do the coaching. Highly recommend that. Highly. Okay. Spaghetti-O. I missed my last question. Hold on. Okay. Any idea when Business 102 will be available? What's today? Give me to next week. And it's not that. So I want to cut it up and I want to edit it and I want it to look really good. So that's why I want to, before I make it live. I mean, I could put it out there now, but I don't like the way it looks. I want to make it more presentable before I put it out there. So we have Business Credit 101. If you guys don't know, if you want to learn how to establish business credit and leverage other people's money and grow, you can grow business credit without having personal credit. If you want to know how to establish business credit for your company, then go to notary2notary.com. I do have a course on that. Business credit and it's important to separate business from personal. So in my Empire Builders, I was teaching this somewhere in the Empire Builders course. I talk about when you when you start a business, you birth a baby, right? But it's like a grown baby, and you have a social. Your business needs a social, but your business social is an EIN number, and everything is separate. You have a personal checking account. Your business needs its own business checking account. Everything is separate. Don't run the two together. Always keep your businesses separate, and that's just not only to protect you, but to also grow your business faster. Okay. I didn't take my exam again. I need to take it. I'm gonna do it. I said I was gonna do it when I got back from Atlanta. I knew I was gonna be able to do it when I was in Atlanta. New York, it's time. I know, right? I'm gonna go. Great info to prepare for the exam. How do you become a signing agent? So just get your notary commission. Take my training at notarytonotary.com. Being a signing agent just means that you're a notary that conducts loan closings. So you can definitely do it. Have you ever notarized anything for a funeral home? Absolutely, all the time. All the time. Well, for people who need funerals done all the time. Yeah. How should I deal with agents that are present during signings that Carmen, we gonna be best friends. Girl, listen. How should I deal with agents that are present during signings that take over the signing? Had this happen recently, and I even told the sign they should or shouldn't sign. Okay, let me tell you how you deal with those, baby. First thing you're gonna do is you're gonna roll up your confidence, okay? Because can't nobody take over your signing unless you let them, okay? And I think that maybe when I know that I'm like, so if you ever did Eric Thomas's flight assessment, you know that there's different types. I'm like a high D and a high I. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about that. That means I'm very, so people say, aggressive and what is it like? I'm very what's up in your face, okay? And I also love talking to people. Okay, so if you're introvert or you're like, what is it called? You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know. Don't worry about it. And so that could just be me. But I have had realtors that and real estate agents that think they can tell me what to do. This is the thing. Number one, I have the documents. You don't, sir and ma'am. And it's about how you own the room. If you own the room, they can't take over your room. They can only take over what you let them. And so I have had real estate agents that say, "Okay, you ready to? I got this," but maybe because I'm loud and I'm like, "Well, hello, welcome to the party. Do you have your ID? Let's get this party started, okay?" And it's really just owning the room. If you own the room, they can't get into it. And so I would just say, okay, unfortunately, I have to conduct the loan closing, but you're more than welcome to sit and listen. Now, we're gonna sign this document, da 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 da. Okay, and then you just own your space. I have had, my one story I said, it was a realtor. I was doing the Patriot Act form, and the guy needed 2 forms of ID, and he only had one in the office. And I said, okay, I need to have one more form of ID. And he said, oh, okay, it's in the car. And the realtor called himself saying, oh, well, I know who he is. Can I vouch for him? The fact that you even asked me if you can vouch for him lets me know that you do not know what you're doing. Number one. I can't put on the form, oh, the realtor said he knows you. What is that? Get out of here. And you got to think about it. Anybody can get a realtor's license. It's not rocket science to get a realtor's license. Okay. So it's just like notaries. Anybody can get a notary commission. So people running around here notarizing anything. I don't know what they're doing. It's not like you just gotta own your space. You gotta own your space. Okay. And I told the guy, unfortunately not, sir. I said it nicely. I need you to go to the car and get your ID. And he did, because I own my space. And so they might try to get into your space. You need to be able to control your space, because if you don't and those documents get filled out wrong, you can't tell title company, oh, well, but the realtor, no. That's you. That's your job. So, ma'am, sir, this does not include you. You sit outside. Don't say that. But just say, just politely say, okay, we're going to get started. Do you have your ID? Okay, let's go through these documents. And then as she starts talking, here's what you could do. If she starts talking, you can wait and say, okay, let her talk and say, okay, you done? Because you have the documents. And then say, okay, I'm going to get started. Okay. All right, Miss Johnson, we're going to jump through this side. And it's really, I think, controlling your space. People cannot take over if you don't let them. If you are passive, the world will run over you. Okay, you have to just own that space. And I know realtors do that, especially during purchases. In purchase closings, realtors are always there. Not always. A lot of times they're there, especially for first-time home buyers, and they can be annoying. But guess what? I own my space, because when it's a first-time home buyer, it could be their family there. The realtor's usually there. They're like, oh my God, and they're excited about they're getting their commission and stuff, so they could be all up in your business, sir and ma'am. skedaddle. Okay. And so you have to own your space. And you have to say, okay, this is what we're doing. You here with me? Good. And the only time with purchases too, where you're not may not have owned your space is like, let's say you get there at 4:00 and the realtor's not done doing their final walkthrough. You can wait for them to finish. But once they're done their final walkthrough, skirt, this is between me and the signer. You here with me? Yeah. All right, let's get it done. And it's just like, and once you're done, you signed everything. Awesome. Good. And then let's go. And I'm gone. Y'all can stay here all day and talk about whatever you want to talk about. If you have an extra copy of the documents here, you want to go with your realtor, y'all can do that. I'm out of here. Okay. I even had a realtor one time tell me, oh, I'll just take the docs and I'll drop off the title. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, it's okay. No, it's not. Sir, no, sir, and no, ma'am. What I'm gonna do is call title and see if that's what they want you to do. Because you're not gonna get my money messed up because you want to be a know-it-all. No, sir, and no, ma'am. It's not happening. You need to own your space. This is your business. You know what needs to happen, and they may not know what they're doing. And you got to make sure that these high-strung realtors who just got their realtor license don't mess you up. Okay, so y'all know I felt passionate about that because I went on it for a minute. Realtors will do that, especially during purchase closings. Sir and ma'am, sit down. Okay, just sit down. Nicely though. What's that? What's going on? Mommy. Okay, I'm gonna get it. Go get your stuff. Mommy. I'm coming. Yes. Y'all done watching TV? No. I think kid time. I think it's time. Okay, so go. I'm almost done. I told you I'm on a live. I take this for 1 moment. Okay. Parenting 101. Okay. Do you already have live on your directory yet? The directory is up. So if you guys have a notary business, make sure you get it listed on Notary Directory USA. That is our directory. That's what we share with all of our partners, title companies, everybody. So make sure you get your business listed at Notary Directory USA. It's going to be so much on there too, besides just notaries, guys. I mean, just besides notary listing. So, but start with that. We're going to send out tips. We're going to help you guys build your profiles. Make sure when you get notifications from us about how to build your profile, you fix all the other profiles that you have. I went on there today and I saw a couple people that I need to email about their profile pictures because I love you. That's why we correct those that you love. We correct those that we love. Okay. All right. Let's see. I'm having a problem in getting direct signs from title companies. What would you do? Sign up for the one-on-one coaching. Outside of that, I don't know what you're doing. In a nutshell, it's just building relationships. You just go out there, make you professional, have your layout, have your business cards, and build those relationships. Some people buy food for title companies. We did little gift baskets, just gotta be creative when it comes with marketing. Okay. Just be creative when it comes to marketing, and just build those relationships with those title companies, yeah. And network. Networking is key. I don't know why I keep saying that. Y'all don't listen to me. So I have your courses, and I took the one-on-one training, the one-on-one coaching with Angel, but I'm still kind of lost on how to start. How is that possible? I'm going to fuss at you because I love you. Okay. If I didn't love you, I wouldn't fuss. We don't fuss at people if I didn't care, I would just say, all right, well, you're just not doing it right. But because I care, I'm going to fuss at you. Okay. We're going to work through this thing together. If you're in the training and you took the notary signing agent training, the beginning of the training walks you through step by step what to do. What you need to do is implement each and every step. What I'm finding is that people go to the training and they do every other step. Don't do that. Each slide has a step. Each module, let me correct that. Each module has a step. Implement that step. If I talk about credit card processing and I tell you the companies you can choose from, choose one, set it up. If I talk about business cards or business cards, if I talk about Google Business Page, do the Google Business Page. There's a video I have. If it's not in the training, it is in the training in the marketing tab. If it's not, if you don't have the marketing course, there's a video that I did on YouTube that walks you through how to do the Google Business Page and make sure that it's live. If you implement everything that I say in the training, you would be making money. You will be successful. So we have to figure out what I want you to do first is I want you to go back through the training, and implement every step. And then email me with everything that you like. Just say, okay, Vanessa, I went back through the training and I implemented every step. And then we're going to take it from there. Okay. Because I need to figure out what's missing. And one step that a lot of people miss, I love all of you, is there's a list of 50 companies that I provided to you. I tell people all the time, they're like, oh, I'm not making money. How many companies you sign up with? 2. That's why. Okay. 5, 10. I didn't give you 5. I didn't give you 2. I gave you 50. I gave you 50 for a reason. Sign up with all 50 properly. Complete profiles. Okay. Do those things. And then, okay, let's connect. Okay. Then you said how I start, how my one-on-one with Angel, but I didn't get the answer I was looking for. So what specific question do you have? Because I can answer it for you now too. I have a 7:30 meeting. Totally forgot. Can I call you tomorrow? Yeah. Call me tomorrow because I'm going to be asleep tonight. I have the Google Business Page. That's just something extra to try. I want to know if it's illegal or not. Wait, Cece, all I see is this comment. I don't see the other comment. I want to know what you're thinking of that's illegal. If it ain't illegal, go for it. Look, try your hand. Listen. A lot of times we tell ourselves no, and it might work. I can't see all the comments all the time. Cece, I really want to know what you're thinking. Want to know if it's illegal or not. How much? Spaghetti-o. How much is the NA exam? $90. No, $70 everywhere. $160. Everywhere else except for New York. New York is $165. If I struggle with the script as to what to say to lawyers and health facilities, which has worked for you in the past to capture the attention of the facility market. So you don't really need. I really want you guys to just be as natural as possible. I feel like when you try, you just got to sell yourself. What do? Think about that. What do I do? What service do I offer? Why are they calling me? I can give you a script, but if you can't relate to it, if you can't feel it, then it's not going to work. Like, it's not to say it's not going to work. We might get some, but if you can really understand your product, understand the service that you're providing, and think about what your potential client is looking for, that's the best way. But basically, and it might not, what I say may not exactly work for you. You might have to tweak it. But what I do when I go to hospitals and nurse facilities, I just go in there, hey, and this is one thing I do. I pretend we have a relationship that we don't already have. Okay, why? People like friends. People like people they feel like they can relate to. People forget they know people sometimes, and so I pretend that we know each other. Right? But I don't say, hey, you remember me from school? No. I just say, hey. And it kind of go on the top of the dome, but I made something like, hey, I wanted to drop off some more business cards. For anyone who's looking for a notary to do power of attorneys or wills or things like that. But the point is, I say I wanted to drop off more business cards, even if I've never been there before. I say I wanted to drop off some more business cards for your clients. And I'm tired, so it's not coming off the way I want to. But it's basically like hey, how are you? I just wanted to drop off some more business cards. I'm a notary. If anyone ever needs notary services, I come here all the time. Just have them call me. I didn't hear from anybody in like a little, or you don't say that part. Just ask for them some more cards. I usually get them off periodically just to make sure you have them if your residents ever need wills or power of attorney done. And I make something like, oh, how are you new? I haven't seen you in a while. I haven't seen you here before. Something like that. And then just build that conversation, and it's all about building relationships with people. And then asking questions like actual, and this kind of goes into sales, and it's really hard for me to do at the top of my dome without looking at somebody. But I'm just really good at starting conversations and relating to somebody. The best way to get in with somebody is to compliment them. But don't do like a cheesy compliment like, oh my God, I love your dress, unless you really love it. Okay. But find a way to compliment somebody and just, find a way to relate. And it could be about the weather. It could be about, something happening. Maybe they're watching TV on the news. Like, just find a way to relate to somebody. People like to talk. People like them. people like to talk to people who are, sociable and like remind them of them. If you guys have interests alike, they'll remember you. Versus someone who just comes in cold, just like, "Hi, I'm a notary. Can I leave a business card so people can call me if they need services?" Can you imagine someone coming in like that, and then someone coming in, "Hey, oh my God, your dress is super cute." Okay, so no, I just want to drop some more business cards. If any of your notaries ever need, if any of your clients ever need a notary to pick up, to do any power of attorneys or wills, yada yada yada, they can call me. I'm always around, and so then they'll say, "Oh, okay, awesome. Well, thank you." And then you can even say, "Oh, I haven't seen you up here before. Are you new?" And they may be new, and they might say, "Oh, I'm not new, but I'm not usually at this desk. I'm in the back." "Oh, okay." Then you say, "Oh, did you get a promotion? Are you switching, things?" Find a way to relate to this person. And they'll say, "Oh, well, I didn't get a promotion. I just switched desks." They may even start ranting to you. You might say, "Well, no, they just moved me up here because the girl didn't show up for work today." And I'm like, "Oh my God." And you're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Girl, you know how that is." "Girl, I know." Like, that's crazy. That's how they gonna keep you here? Or you gonna have to go back somewhere else? No, but you relate. Now you're not just a notary who walked in, a random person. Now it's like when you say, "Oh my God, I know who to tell you to call. This girl came in, she real cool." Right? Because it doesn't have to be like that. It could be something else. It could be you connected over. It could be somebody in the lobby that could have been giving them a hard time. They can say, "Oh my God, are you okay?" And like maybe you could console them. But it's like building that relationship. And that's something you can't really teach. Well, you can teach. People do teach it. I don't know. I'm good at teaching it. But it's something that building genuine relationships with people. Like, that is a talent. Is that a talent? Maybe it's a gift. I don't know. Like, I can build honest relationships with people, without even thinking about it, because I love talking to people. But that's why I'm a high eye. I love interacting with people. But I remember one time, I'm not even gonna lie, there's a title company that I worked with, and this is how close our bond was. Okay. And I've never met this person in my life. Never. Just from doing signings with this person. She had called me and she said, "Hey, Vanessa, can you do this loan close?" And I'm like, "Okay, when is it?" And she said, "Okay, this day, da, da, da." I said, "Oh my gosh." And she was like, "What?" And I was driving. I said, "You would not believe this." She said, "What?" I said, "There's dead serious a rooster on the highway." Because I had to stop. It was a rooster in the highway. It was like a rooster chasing, what was it, a pig? Oh no, the rooster chasing a dog, something like that. And I said, and all the cars had stopped. It was like me and some more cars. And I said, "You would not believe it. There is a rooster chasing a dog on the highway. Like, we are stopped right now, and this rooster is going crazy." And she was like, "Oh my gosh, you just take a picture." And I was like, "I can't because I'm talking to you." But I said, "Oh my goodness, you just like something you see on TV." And we're like laughing and carrying on, yada, 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 yada. Long story short, the rooster and the chicken get off the road. Whatever, the dog got off the road. And I'm driving, I'm like, and we talked about this rooster and this dog for like 5-10 minutes. And I said, "This is what happens when you live in the country. This is Virginia for you. You would never see this in New York." And she's talking. I think she's in California. She said, "Oh my God." And she's like, "Well, you never believe what I see in California." Then she started, I'm like, "Oh my gosh." Relationships. When I got the phone, I still had the signing, but now we are closer because we built a relationship. You can't look at people as dollar signs. You have to look at them as people. Okay. And when you look at people as people, you make dollar signs. But if you just look at them as, how can I get money from them? How can I get money from them? It gives you a cold appearance. And people can sense that. People know we just out for money. And that doesn't mean they won't work with you, but it's not a genuine relationship. So let's say it's two notary sign agents that work with a title company, and one's just about the money and they don't build relationships. It's just real. And one's really funny and she's always relating and talking and bringing cookies and like, that don't do that. But you know what I'm talking about. That, and when they get orders, they're gonna call the fun one. Then they're gonna call the one they build a relationship with, and that's why the motto of notary to notary is we genuinely care about people. Because it's not about the money. Yeah, the money is good. The money keeps the lights on, but you have to genuinely care about people. You have to build relationships. And it was a quote that I heard. I think it was Bill Gates said, "If you help people get what they want, if you help people get everything they want, then you'll have everything that you want. But if you just try to get everything that you want without helping people, you'll never get it." And so it's like, if you help people get everything that they want, you'll always have what you want. And so I never forgot that. Never forgot that. How long will the power discount last? I don't know. I might leave it until Friday. How's that sound? Sound fair? How many questions at the end of the exam? 45. What was the name of the gentleman's conference? The name of the gentleman's Eric Thomas was the guy. I recently purchased one of your notary packages and I have specific questions. Is there a number I can reach you? Yes, the number's on the website. You probably like Vanessa. You should know that, but I don't think I do. Hold on. The number is 804. I can put it in the chat for you. For notary to notary, it's 804. If you want if you have quick questions, I would do that. If you want somebody to help you actually break down your business and help you fix stuff, then I would do the coaching. Because we just answer quick questions oh, where is this? Or I have this list, but I'm missing this. Or hey, do you know what I do with this? But if you want somebody to sit on the phone with you, then you need to do the coaching. If you just have a quick question or one or two questions, then do that. Otherwise, if you have questions in the training, you can put them on the training. There's a whole question section. I answer those questions myself. And so if you're in the training and you have questions in the training, put it in on the sides and I answer those. And you can see other students' questions and my answers too. Okay. So I took your courses and I brought the one-on-one training with Angel. So my question is, what are the steps to actually start? I have the tools. I think this came in before I answered it. And I just had to take the test. What's next? So go through the training and implement. After the test, there's more stuff after that. So just keep going. Follow the list. Can you build business credit even when you aren't making any business income? Yes, you can. I just got my NY, New York State notary. I don't know why I was thinking New York City. And I was like, wait, I can't New York City. That's an S. I told you I'm tired. Can I jump straight into your course? Yes. And we train you how to get NNA certified. Yes, Kim, you can. Where can I get my stamp where can I get my e-stamp that I can use on any platform? So it's two things. You got an e-notary seal and you got a digital cert. Digital cert, you get from IdenTrust. We walk you through that in the Ron training. Also in the Ron training, you get a complimentary e-notary seal. Okay. I found him. Thanks. Yay! I'm interested in becoming an NSA. How much is the initial training? If you did the basic NSA training, it's y'all help me. Was it $279? $279. Promo code POWER, give you 30% off tonight and the rest of the week, I guess. That's what they told me. They wanted me to laugh, do it a little longer. Let's see. Vanessa can be loud. They already know you take it. Don't come for me. I'll definitely let her take control. We'll work on it. Oh, you definitely let her. Yeah, listen. Cut it out. I just got commissioned and passed my NNA exam. I still feel a little lost, but moving forward and taking the science. Do you recommend me taking your course or the one-on-one? The course, because if you feel lost, part 2 for sure walk you through that. For sure. Skedaddle. Oh. Oh no! Look at y'all. Did y'all put the phone number in there? I love y'all. I'm in Illinois. I can do Ron, but finding a platform to do it on is the problem. And suggestions. There's a list that you can use in the Ron training. Yes. You have information on building a website in the marketing training. Yes. I'm on Notary Directory as Laura Ford and AYS Global. Awesome. The directory is Notary Directory USA, guys. So you guys can go over there and do your notary listing there. It was the one about posting up a yard sale. Oh, it's not illegal. Well, it depends on where you are. No one's going to give you a hard time. And if they tell you, then you pack it up. That's the thing. Y'all be letting people boss you around. Do what you do. If nobody's telling you nothing, go for it. If someone comes to you and police come up and say, ma'am, you can't do this. No worries, officer. And pack it up. But if you telling yourself no before they tell you can't, don't do that. But I don't like that idea. But I'm sorry. I wouldn't do that. But you can. For all we know, this might work. Maybe if you put a post out on social media, you know how they do the shredding events? Maybe made a post notarization event. Maybe that might work. You just answered it. I will go back to the training. Awesome. What time do you usually go live? I feel like I come in towards the end. Kendra, my marketing amazing team member, she would tell me, I told you, Vanessa, pick a time. You're too sporadic. She's so organized and so schedule. I don't have a time. I'm going to get one though, because I know that's what you guys need from me. So I'm going to try and do 6:30, 6 p.m., 6:30. I'm going to try to go live on Mondays, maybe every day. We'll see. How long do you think it takes to get your e-notary running? As soon as you get your commission, fairly quickly. I have quick questions. Awesome. Look forward to the coaching. The coaching is available. Should I take the NNA course first or the all-inclusive? The all-inclusive, because it will train you for the NNA exam. You do not need the course, just the exam, and it's $70. So take the all-inclusive course that I offer, promo code POWER, and then take the exam, just the exam, not the course. What's the name of your signing service? On Time Notary. Build a profile at my grandmother's name was Loretta. No. Okay. What's I gonna say? Told y'all time waits for nobody. Time waits for nobody. Man, you threw me off for a second. What was I gonna say? Signingorder.com. Okay. Not a notary question, but do you have any inspiration movies about mindset? Listen, all of them. I have so many. Okay, so recently I saw Soul at the hotel yesterday, and I absolutely love it. Start with that. Soul's awesome. Soul. It's the Pixar, Disney, whatever you want to call it. Soul. Watch that. Not a notary question, but okay. With this training, will you help us operate our business? Yes. When is your next personal training enrichment? I don't know yet, but I'm working on it because I want to do more in-person, smaller courses. Yes. And do you offer live trainings on days other than Saturday? I usually do them on Sunday evening. Sometimes I'm working on getting back to do them every Sunday at 6 p.m. Yes. Eastern Standard. What? Get it. What? Okay, I'm sorry. Signing on that. Look at Tia with all the answers, though. Shout out to Tia. Tia said, listen, y'all. I've been doing this for a while now. I got this. Shout out to Tia. I think Tia about to come on the team. That's what I think. Shout out to Tia about to come on the team, though. Look at Tia. Okay, I'm sorry. What is the name of your course for the NA exam? The Notary Signing Agent Training, or the All-Inclusive? The All-Inclusive gives you all of the major courses, but not all of them. It gives you like 4. And then the NSA will also teach you how to pass the exam. Got it. And I would be so interested in a movie list. I will do a movie list. Do you have any plans to come to South Carolina? Mama, yes, sir.
It's my turn, but they won't let me have it.
It's his turn. Give him 10 more minutes. That's fine. Go ahead. He needs 10 more minutes. You had it for a while. You got to share. Sharing is caring. That's what they say. Okay. I'm almost done. Do I plan on coming to South Carolina? So I went to South Carolina recently, and I went to Myrtle Beach. I don't think I'm going to come back till next year because I want to come when it's hot so I can get back in the water. But I will say I love Myrtle Beach. It was one of the best beaches I've ever been to, and that's like better than Miami. It's not the beach, it's the strip that I like. There's a lot of stuff out there. Do you live personal one-on-one trainings? Yes. Soul was a great movie. Yes, it was. I absolutely loved it. It was awesome. Definitely went in line with how much time you think you have. When are you coming to New York? Probably in October. I need to get it done. So I'm gonna go up there in October. I'll just drive up. Remember, I'll stay like 2 days. I'll go up. I'm not gonna do an event though. If you're in New York, you already know why, because New York is crazy right now. New York is a madhouse right now. Even my dad is in New York. He's like, dodge the bullet because New York is going psycho. And so I'm like, yo, New York is crazy. Not crazier than Australia. Okay. If y'all don't know what's going on in Australia right now, Australia is going complete Hunger Games status right now. Like, they are ridiculous. I'm sorry, I want them to come at me. Australia said, what rights? Australia said, you got rights? What rights is that? You don't got no rights. Not over here. Australia's going crazy. And it's funny because I thought New York was bad. No. New York is a walk in the park compared to Australia. If you don't know what's going on with Australia with COVID right now, they locked it down. Like, it's sad. It's sad what they're doing over there. It really is genuinely sad. It's not even funny. It's just sad. But New York is crazy right now too. So I'm not really messing with it. I'll go up there for a little bit though. I I would be so interested in the movie list. I saw that. Just to make sure I understand correctly, I want part 2 of your notary signing agent course. Is it common to add acknowledgement or jurat to a loan signing packet? If necessary, you don't have to. If there's no notary section, but there usually is. But in a double sign or mail away close, you will. And that's where someone signed already somewhere else, and then you're finishing it there. I'm almost done. I'm almost done.
I just watching YouTube.
Okay, I said it was okay. When are you coming to Texas? I don't know, but I love Texas. I love Texas and I love Florida and I love Atlanta. Yeah. Are you coming to Dallas? I'm not sure, y'all. Y'all gotta give me a second. I'm not sure. You guys are asking me when am I coming, but the only place that I know for a fact I will be showing up is Atlanta at the end of October. I'll be back there again because Eric Thompson has another conference. I'm going back there again. I'm working on everything else. I promise. Let me finish working this out. I'm a realtor transitioning to this. I have bought your full package, but my notary class is not until next month. Do you recommend me start now or wait? You can start. You can start because you can get everything ready. So once you get your commission, you're rocking and rolling that thing. Yeah, so definitely get started. Okay, I finally made it to the bottom of the comments. Score! All right, guys. So first of all, one, if you have not registered for the notary signing agent, the all-inclusive training, the RON training, the tax financial management training, the marketing training, the business credit 101 training, the how to get your business ranked number 1 on Google training is now live. So go get it. The ultimate signing and title company list of over 2,000 companies you can market to directly. That's on there. And how to start a signing service training. All of these courses are available for you with promo code POWER to save 30%. You do not have to recreate the wheel because I already did it. Yay! The cool thing is I will never teach you anything that I have not already done myself. Boop. Okay? And so everything is already on there. There's no point in recreating the wheel. Just follow what I said. Just do it. Just do it like Nike said. Just do it. Okay? Because your bus driver is still driving right now. When you get off this live, the bus driver is going to say nothing because he's still driving. The bus driver is still driving. So make sure we're being productive, okay? All right, we're going to do that. And then you can go over to Notary Directory USA and build your profile at Notary Directory USA. You're going to do that. And if you want to get one-on-one coaching, you can go on over to notary.com and sign for one-on-one coaching. And side note, if you want to join Empire Builders, you can go over to empirebuilders.thinkific.com. And that's my life and business coaching program, completely separate from Notary to Notary. Ta-da! The promo code, I'll probably run it through Friday. Honestly, I'll probably run it through Friday. Makes sense, right? Does it make sense? Makes sense to me. All right, y'all. Did I miss anything? Was this a good session? Is there anything that I missed? Anything that I missed? Is the how to rank your Google business included Empire Builders? It was already in there, wasn't it? Oh, it's not in the course. It's not in the course. It's not in the course. How to rank... Let me think about that one. That how to rank your business. I put the link in there so you guys could watch it, but it's not on the dashboard. It's not on the dashboard. It's on Notary to Notary's dashboard. Yeah, I could add it to Empire Builders. I just can't. I'm trying to figure out when I could get that thing. So I have to put it in Empire. All right, here we go again.
Mommy, stop it! Stop it!
Can you calm down?
I think you stop it.
Stop teasing him. What do you need?
I think it was kissing my shirt.
Okay. You guys ready to go to bed?
No, but
So can you peacefully watch TV while I finish my live?
But how many minutes?
I only need 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes and I'm done. And he gets 2 minutes too. Everybody has 2 minutes. Can you count it down?
Count 2.
2 minutes. So you got to count to 60 twice.
60?
Count to 60 twice. But count from 1 to 60 2 times. So you're going to count to 60. Then you're going to start all over and count to 60 again.
Is it 60?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Let me know when you're done counting.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, parenthood. Such a gift. Okay. Y'all gotta be yourselves. Don't forget that. Okay. Be yourself. That's something Eric Thomas taught me. When you try to be somebody else, it doesn't work. Oh, what's her name? Oh, what's Eric Thomas's right hand man, right hand girl? I think I'm drawing a blank. Man. Anyway, she was saying, we were in the conference. She said, everybody hold your phone up. And she said, everybody, all y'all phones look different, look pretty much the same, right? Because they're all iPhones. And then she's like, I know everybody stand up. And we all stood up and she said, don't all y'all look different? And we was like, yeah. She said, so why you trying to be like everybody else online? Oh! So I was like, you just gotta be yourself. It's no point. It's no point trying to be like somebody else. All I can do is be me. So this is me. And another thing, I'm gonna tell y'all something else. Somebody said it was a guy, multi-millionaire, right? And he was talking about investing, wealth generation, all that good stuff. And he was saying, some of y'all don't take the time to learn something. And he said, that's why I take better care. I if I died tomorrow, I take better care of my wife dead than you take care of your wife alive. And I was like, oh, because he's like, he has that much money and investments and things in place that if he died, he was like, my grandkids have been better than you are. They didn't even born yet. I was like, oh, I need that in my life. I said, stop playing with me. He was, I take better care of my wife dead than you take care of her alive. I said, oh, okay. I apologize. I wasn't ready. Okay, next time maybe have him write the numbers. Good fine motor skills, practice, and it's quieter. You were always funny but hilarious. When you ain't sleepy. Ask my husband, he'll say that. He can always tell when I'm sleepy because I get real goofy. I start hopping through the house acting like a crazy person. He be go to sleep. Never. I apologize. I am sleepy. And that's how you know I'm about to get goofy. So I'm not going to have y'all sit through that. I'm not. Because last time I was acting up and I'm going to behave this time. I'm going to go ahead and get off. I missed y'all. Y'all know y'all like my family. I'm so serious. Y'all are really like my family. There's so many of y'all that I've connected with over the years, like over the past 2 years. But like I talk to y'all all the time. And it's like, y'all like Monitra? It's that serious, like my homie. Like, I love you some Momo. But she not the only one. Like, it's a lot of y'all that's like, oh my gosh, my baby. Hey, boo. Right? Like, it's just like, I genuinely, like, if I talk to you a lot, or, I'm like a regular person. Like, I like friends. I like friends too. Okay? Listen. Like, my Wisconsin problem child, Andrea, she my sugar booger. And I haven't even seen her yet. She's still my sugar booger. Right? So, like, I love y'all. Do you have his conference list? No, but go to ericthomas.com and you should see it. Am I coming to Las Vegas anytime soon? I'm not sure. I'm working on it. Will I do immigration training? Maybe. I think about it. My mom gets like that. She'll call me just to crack herself up and I'll tell her to go to bed. Have you read the book Outliers? No, but it sounds good. I'll write it down. I always like new books. Right now I'm working on this, still working on this Yamas and the Yamas. What you say it's called Outliers. I'll check it out. I like books. I like audiobooks. I like all kinds of books. I usually do like YouTube motivational, but after I binge YouTube motivational for a while, then I'll do audiobooks. And so I go back and forth between the two. All right, y'all. Let's be awesome on purpose. I just love every one of you guys. Y'all know the trick for hiccups? Listen, I completely understand. This is a squirrel moment, and that's okay. But I feel like y'all need this. And so, how many of you guys get hiccups and you don't know how to get rid of them? Y'all see I had the hiccups, right? I'm going to show you how to get rid of your hiccups. And then I just don't train notary. I'm a well-versed person. I'm a well-rounded coach. Okay? This is how you get rid of hiccups. You take the water bottle and you're going to drink from the far end of the cup of the bottle. So you go like this. Can you see me? You drink from this side. Okay. Now make sure you drink a lot. I think I got rid of them. We're going to find out if they don't come back. And I actually got that from a movie. But it works every single time. Now you know how to get rid of your hiccups. Every single time. If you have a cup, you drink from the far end of the cup. And I guess it's the way it goes with the way you drink it. It just makes it go away. See, Valine knows. The funny thing is when I tell my husband what I just did, he's like, what's wrong with you? Go to bed. But it works. Now you can honestly say, Vanessa not only taught me how to build a successful notary signing agent business, but she also taught me how to get rid of my hiccups. Listen, okay, multitasking, business and life coaching. All right, I'm gonna stop because I'm acting up. Somebody said, girl, go to bed. Say it. Girl, go to sleep. Somebody said, y'all all say it at the same time. Go to sleep. I'm going to sleep. But that's how much I care about y'all. Shoot, I just care about y'all that much that I want to come here and, help you guys out. Help you with the notary business and help you with your hiccups. See, the hiccups is gone. Told you. All right, y'all. Be awesome on purpose. Oh, this is what I started to say now. Okay. I hope you guys have an awesome dream. I hope when you go to sleep, Natasha said go to sleep. I hope you have a wonderful dream tonight. I hope that when you guys go to bed and you lay your head down on that pillow, that you have a wonderful dream. I hope it's peaceful or funny. And I hope that maybe I'm in it and we can be running around and going on a mission on my favorite rocket ship through the sky, Little Einstein. Okay. And then if I am in your dream in the morning, tell me about it. Wouldn't that be awesome? Like no one ever says, I hope you have a good dream. Like I hope that dream is awesome because dreams are fun. I'm sorry. I told my sister this. If y'all know Empire Builders, y'all know Michelle. I told my sister that last night. She said, okay, but I'm probably gonna dream about dinosaurs. And if it is a dinosaur, I'm gonna have to let the dinosaur eat you. Don't be mad. And I said, you gonna sacrifice me in your dream? Like that's messed up, right? But it's all good. I hope you guys have a wonderful dream. I hope you guys have an even amazing evening. And I hope you guys wake up with so much energy that you bounce off the bed and your kids look at you like you're crazy. That happens to me every single morning because I'm a hyper person in the morning. And my kids are like, wow, Mom, this is what we're doing. Absolutely. Okay. Yes. So I'm just starting. Do you recommend I set up a business or instead of after I start generating income? It's up to you. I did the LLC after I started making income, but sometimes I do LLCs now because I just have to protect myself, but it's really up to you. Yes, you are sleeping. My goal is to be your student success story. Then you will be there. If that is your goal, then you need to go hard at it, Natasha. No excuses. Period. No excuses. The only limitations that you have are the ones you put on yourself. Period. Go hard or go home, and you ain't going home. Okay? Get it done. All right, y'all. I'm about to take a nap because Nicole says she's not going to call me because she had a meeting at 7:30. So since she's not calling me, I'm about to take a nap. I wish you guys the best. Go ahead and get signed up. Do what you got to do. Promo code POWER, Notary Directory USA, all of the above. I'm just going to keep flicking things until y'all see all of my little points here. And that is all. I wanted to end it with a joke, but I can't think of one. And I think that means I need to go to bed because I might come up with a joke that's not funny. And y'all like, Vanessa, didn't I say go to sleep? I'm going to go to sleep. I'm going to do this again tomorrow because it's time for me to go to bed. Good night. Wait. Good afternoon, good evening, good night. Did you ever see that? Good morning. And the giveaway, if you guess it, you get a gift card. Good morning. And just in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, good night. What movie? Quickly. You get a gift card. Hurry up. Good morning. And in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. What movie? Let's get it. What movie? Let's get it. Good morning. I'm gonna start saying that. Good morning. And in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, good night. It's not so. Good morning. And in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Y'all don't know this movie? It's not Claudine. No. OMG. Thank you, because I don't know what you guys are throwing into my chat, but someone needs to go back and watch some classics. Okay? All right. So you win. Send me an email so I can send you your gift card. It is The Truman Show. The Truman Show with Jim Carrey. He was like, good morning. And in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Okay? It's called The Truman Show, but anyway, it's actually a really good movie. I quite enjoyed it. Guys, in case I don't see you, even though I will see you tomorrow. Good afternoon, good evening, good night. Michelle said, you tired, go to bed. I am. I'm done. Good night, y'all. Congratulations. Is it Ryan? I hope I'm saying it right. Send me an email to info@notarysnorty.com so I can send you out your gift card, okay? What time tomorrow? What are we doing tomorrow? Now I'm confusion. That's a word I made up. Don't use it. No, you can't. I butcher words on purpose because I think it's fun. Like, you don't have to always say words the right way. Like, that's kind of boring. Like, my son, he says Paschetti. I think it's really cool. So I start saying it, Paschetti, because it's cool. And so, yeah, live a little. What time I'll be on live? I might go on in the afternoon, and I'm going to try to go on in the evening tomorrow. Okay? I will. Because I am whoever you say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am? In the paper, the news every day I am. Radio won't even play my jam because I am. Who said it? If you get it right, you get a gift card. Because I am whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am? In the paper, the news every day I am. Radio won't even play my jam because I am. Okay, hurry up. You better get it. It is not Eric B. and Rakim. What is that? That is not it. That you can't win twice. You can't win twice. Okay? Even though you got it first, you can't win twice. Okay, hold on. All right, we got a winner. Y'all going too fast. Rodney Ford Sr. got it. Y'all know Eminem was my favorite rapper. He might still be. I gotta think about it. But I used to love Eminem. Like, he was hands down one of my favorite rappers ever. Absolutely ever. Oh, you know. Natasha, I'm laughing at you. Okay, so I didn't even realize what you put, because like in my mind, I was looking for Eminem, like the way it's spelled. And you put M and M. And so I'm looking for the right answer, scrolling through, and I'm looking for M. Technically, you did put it right. You just spelled it wrong. You spelled it the way it was said, the way it sounds. So I feel like you could get a what you call it, a consultation prize. Like we gonna give you a prize just cause it's like when Steve Harvey had said someone else won the Miss America, Miss United States, and he said, I'm sorry, you did not win. Okay. Rodney, you still win. We're gonna give Natasha a prize too, because she did put M and M, not Eminem. She put M and M. So you're like, am. Okay. So both of y'all just send me an email to info@notary2notary.com because listen, that was funny. That, my friend, made my day. That was hilarious. That was funny. Okay, Natasha was playing with words. She has to shorten it to get it out first. My bad, y'all. Try to get it out. You should just put 2 M's at that point. You should just MM, like, or M and the letter N M. M. She said, wait a minute. Kim said the baby done ran out of numbers. He's not even counting no more. He in there watching TV. I can hear him playing. Constellation, dear, consolation prize as to console the loser. Gia, why you so rude? It's a consolation prize as to console the loser. I gotta go. Because I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen if I don't get off this live in the next 60 seconds. Y'all gonna see the goofy part of Vanessa. The part of Vanessa that's not meant to be on TV. This is the comedic part. This is the part of Vanessa that they probably should put on, like with Kevin Hart, that just started being real goofy. And she just silly beyond means. That's not what we came here for. We didn't come here for that. We came here to learn about how to build notary businesses. Okay. And so I'm going to go ahead and exit stage left before it ends in a way that we did not intend. No, in a way that we did not intend. And so that's what we're going to do. Why you do that? Why y'all be triggering me? I'm not going to let you trigger me tonight. I'm not going to let you trigger me tonight. No, ma'am. I read your comment and that was funny, but I will not engage. I will not engage. Nope. I'm going this way because I'm tired and I know that I'm going to be goofy. So I hope that all of you guys have a wonderful, peaceful evening. I did just see your email. You were not playing games. You was like, hold on, let me get my gift. Listen. Okay. Send me an email to info@notary2notary.com, notary number 2 notary.com, so I can send you out your gift card. Congratulations to the winners, and I will see you guys mañana. And tomorrow, I'm going to sing another Eminem song. I will. I promise you I will. I am, because I think that we deserve to have another contest, and I'm going to sing an Eminem song, and we're going to see who can guess the name of the song. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sing an Eminem song, and I'm going to see who can guess it. That's what we're going to do. I think I could just be tired. Okay. Have an awesome evening. Be great on purpose. Until next time, happy to the signing. Yes, happy to the signing. And yeah, 3, 4. Wait, I'm done. I can't even count us out, right? 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Happy signing.